Hi guys, my name is Ieva Bereisaite and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am a mindset and manifestation coach, and here on my channel you can learn about how to overcome negative thinking, how to stop worrying, how to know if your manifestation is coming, lots of topics on mindset work and so much more. Today we're going to be talking about the law of attraction and how it really works. I'm going to tell you 4 things that you have to look out for in order for the law of attraction to work for you and not against you. So the law of attraction is a universal law that always exists. So there is no on and off switch. It always exists and it is always working. Just like the law of gravity, that is also always working and where there is no on and off switch as well. So you can compare that to gravity. The difference is that we can actually see gravity working with our own eyes. You know, when you have an object and you let it go, it will drop to the floor. And with the law of attraction, we can't always see it working. And also the law of attraction is a universal law. So that is the difference between them. Besides that, they do exist, both of them, just like many other universal laws and many other laws in general. And they're always there, whether we see them or not. So what is really the law of attraction all about? The law of attraction states that what we focus on expands. It's very simple, really. If you, for example, focus on the negative is what will expand. If you focus on the positive will be what will expand. So it's really all about what you focus on. You always have the choice of what you focus on. No one can take that choice away from you. What you direct your energy towards is what you will attract more of into your life. So that is like the key element of the law of attraction. That's like the main idea of it. And it's very simple and it's very important to understand and use. So now I'm going to tell you my 4 key lessons when it comes to using the law of attraction in your everyday life. I'm not going to be telling you how it works on an energetic level, on a quantum physics level, and I'm not going to be getting into that in the video. I'm going to be telling you how it works on a day-to-day basis, and I'm going to give you 4 lessons that are going to be very valuable and useful. So if you want to go more into detail on that, I have videos about that, explaining how it works in the mind and stuff like that, and I'll link it above. But for now, we're going to stick to the basics and the most important fundamental things when it comes to the law of attraction. So my lesson number 1 is you decide where your energy flows. If you, for example, have a bad day and you tell people about your bad day, okay, even after your day is over, you still talk about what a bad day you had. And you would tell your friends or anyone that is around you, and you would be literally reliving that bad negative energy that you faced all the time when you tell other people about it. So even though your bad day, for example, might be over, you would still be reliving it energetically by telling other people about it later on. So you focus on the bad that has happened in the past and you relive it. So you automatically attract more of that negative energy that you had faced into your future as well. If you talk about how bad your day was, even after it has ended, you will be draining yourself even more and you will be reliving it. It would be so much more effective to focus on the positive side of the day, even if there were not that many, or focus on the positive of your life. That way, you will raise your energy. You will start feeling better and you're not going to be in that negative mindset. So again, you always have the choice what you focus on. And yes, it's much easier to focus on the negative. That's why most people do it. It takes conscious work to start focusing on the positive, especially if you're not the type of person who naturally focuses on the positive, which most people aren't. And if you tend to focus on the negative, then it has to consciously be changed. Okay? Focus on the positive because what you focus on expands. So lesson number 2 is feed your mind. And what I mean by this is have a look at what videos you're watching, what books you're reading, and what information you're taking in. Read books that will help you achieve your goals. Look at videos that will help you accomplish what it is that you desire. Feed your mind educational things. And it doesn't have to be education all the time, but definitely don't feed your mind with drama and gossip and all of that, because that's what's going to drain you and it's not going to get you anywhere. Instead, it's going to bring you down into a negative state. So have a look at what you're looking at. What are you looking at on social media, subconsciously? What are you watching on TV? What are you exposing yourself to? And change the negative things. These are the habits that will start changing your life. And it really is in those small things that we expose ourselves to. I have the habit, for example, and I've had this habit for a long time, that I stopped doing it. And now I'm starting to do it again because I just miss it. And so what I do is I read 10 to 20 pages of a self-development book or a book that helps me attain my goal every morning. So the first thing I kind of do after waking up, is obviously get ready for the day, drink a glass of water, I get my coffee, and I don't even eat breakfast. I literally feed my mind with positive and motivational and educational things. So I fuel my mind for the day, and it makes a massive difference on my concentration level. It gets me very self-aware again, and it's a really big boost to the start of the day. And if you create a habit for yourself that is something like this, or if you're not a big reader, listening to books or listening to podcasts from people that you admire or you want to learn from, anytime you have a free minute, and that is, for example, driving in your car, not listening to music, listening to a good podcast, or listening to really upbeat music can also be the case. But what I mean by this is really feeding your mind in order to grow, because you have to do something to grow. That's the case. So figure out what you can do on an everyday basis that is not a lot of work, but it will move you towards your goal. Of your overall goal, doesn't even have to be a specific goal. It can be an overall goal, or just learning about something that you find interesting and you want to gain more knowledge on. Mind food is what's gonna take you a whole step further in your life. Lesson number 3 is to protect your filter. So this might seem a little funny because I believe we all have a type of filter. okay? We have a filter and we have to be conscious of what we expose our filter to. Do we expose, and by filter I just mean our mind, so, and ourselves. So, do we expose ourselves to drama? Do we expose ourselves to gossip with other people or about other people? What do we expose ourselves to that is negative? And if you can, and if you are willing to grow, the best thing that you can do is cut out all the drama, cut out all the gossip as much as you possibly can, okay? And see where this gossip and drama is coming from. And do not make it a part of your everyday life. If you do face drama some point in your life because something happens, or you do catch yourself gossiping or someone gossiping, okay, it happens, we're not robots, but it should not be a part of your everyday life. It should be a rare occasion, okay? And that's how we protect ourselves from negativity, because what we speak of other people, we attract into our lives as well, especially if we do it very frequently. That's why gossip is a huge no-no in every single sense of the word. That's why drama is a huge no-no as well. Negative family and friends influence you on a level, and influence all of us on a level that we cannot even imagine. Negative news, for example, is all based on fear, and it influences us so much, and we don't even notice it. We don't even notice it because it happens so subconsciously. The people who do the news and all the media, they're very, very smart, and they know exactly how to aim their target. So we have to be smart as well, and only, watch things that are good for us, to be honest, and things that will bring us valuable information and things that will better our life. Of course, if you want to find out what's going on in the world, and the news is like always negative, basically, so you can do that, but you have to consciously be aware that, okay, this might drive a lot of fear into my life. So we have to be consciously taking in information. That's why it's so important what type of information we take in, because it all has an effect on us. You always have the choice what life you are living, and most of us have a huge choice and a huge say in what we expose ourselves to and who surrounds us. So be aware of of the people and the situations that surround you, and be conscious. And if it's negative, do your best in not exposing yourself to that. Lesson number 4 is watch how you speak and how you think. Notice how you speak and how you think, because it's exactly what you attract into your life. Your word is your wand. Don't speak negatively about yourself or other people or your surroundings. However, and this is also important, when something negative does happen in your life, or someone annoys you or really upsets you, or you remember something from the past, it does not mean that you do not address it and just kind of bottle it down. That's not what this is about. When you are feeling negative, when you're upset, you have to listen to yourself. You have to listen to your emotions, and you have to work through them. So you do have to acknowledge the negativity. If you do feel any, it should not be bottled up, because at some point, everything that gets bottled up will explode. So you do have to work through that and acknowledge that. And I have a video of how you can do that. I'm going to link it above. But in general, you should not speak negatively about yourself and about other people, like gossiping, or creating drama. All of that is not good. That's what is meant by this, okay? So it's important to differentiate. It's never good to bottle up negative emotions. They have to be worked through, but ask yourself, what are you exposing yourself to? Is it necessary? Is it going to help me? And decide, to watch what you do and what you say and what you think. It's very, very important what we think and what we say about ourselves. This is why affirmations are so important, and always saying positive things about ourselves and thinking positive things about ourselves, even if we may not believe it straight away. If we don't believe something positive ourselves straight away, it means we have to work on it. Okay? Because we are perfect, all of us, just the way that we are. All that we want to do is become even better. That should be the case. We should never come from a place of, I'm not good enough and I'm gonna, try and make myself better or valuable. We are already perfect. That's what we have to realize as well. We just want to grow and learn and become even better, okay? And therefore, it's very important to tell ourselves to gain confidence and to empower ourselves as well, and to attract more of attract more of the good into our lives. And that's why we should say things like, I am smart, I am wealthy, I am successful, I am beautiful, I am healthy. Whatever it might be that you are attracting, start believing it in your mind first, even though for whatever reason it may not seem that realistic. Start saying it to yourself in your mind and even out loud to yourself in the mirror or others, and you will become that person. Okay? So it's very important what we think about ourselves and what we say about ourselves. And again, if you're interested in learning more about affirmations, I have a great video. I'm going to link it above as well, all about affirmations and how they work. So this is kind of it, guys. These are my 4 lessons that I really value. And, for someone who is wanting to change their lives, and for someone who is consciously starting to make positive changes, it's a step-by-step process. So sometimes some things are easier, sometimes other things are harder. We are not robots, we're human, but we should be aware of what we expose ourselves to and how we live our lives. I think that's very, very important. And if we want to be successful or attain a specific goal, we have to make positive changes in our lives. That's what we have to do. We have to do something in order to get something. It doesn't work any other way. The law of attraction is one of hundreds of universal laws, and they all interact and work together. But the law of attraction is actually a very important one. And when you understand the fundamentals of it, like I explained in this video, and you start doing some of them in your everyday life, or being more aware and building better habits, your life is going to start changing. And you're going to go on this beautiful self-discovery journey. You're going to find out so much more about yourself, and that you're capable of fantastic things. You can achieve anything you want. There's no one holding you back but yourself and your mind. And when we understand how we can attain something and do that through our mind and through our thoughts, it's a gift. It's God's gift. That's what I believe. And we should make the best out of our lives. I think we owe that to ourselves. And so, taking these steps And changing some things in our lives can make a significant difference to ourselves, to our partner, to our children, to our families, to our friends, and to the world. When we become a better person, everyone profits from that. And that's facts. So we need to do the inner work in order to see it blossom on the outside. The law of attraction is real, guys. One of my clients manifested passing her medical exam with flying colors, and she became a doctor. Another client of mine found her dream job, and she couldn't be any happier. I manifested my very first car after getting my driver's license, and I didn't even have to pay for it. And the video on how that happened and what I did, I'm gonna link above as well. And besides that, people manifest hundreds and thousands of euros and dollars. You know, it's all very possible. And I've experienced that myself, or manifesting good grades or love or properties or, you know, whatever it is that you desire deep in your heart, you can attain it. And by learning about how life works will get you so much closer to your goal. So guys, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. Also, make sure that you download my free workbook, and I will put the link of where you can download it in the description box below. It's all about how you can get your sign from the universe or from God. And it's an amazing workbook. I would love for you to check it out. It's completely free on my website. Also, if you're interested in working with me, make sure you contact me or DM me. You will see my details in the description box below. So feel free to reach out, even if you might have a question or anything like that. I'm always gonna answer. Yeah, check out my free Facebook group, the Heaven on Earth community, where I talk about these types of topics and more. And I do lives in there frequently as well. It's a free growing community. Make sure you stop by. Also, let's connect on Instagram. My Instagram is Your Mind is Heaven. Also, if you want to connect with me, we can also book a free discovery call. And yeah, we can get to know each other, and I can help you work through some rough patches in your life or whatever that might be. If you're interested in finding out more, you can always look on my website or just send me an email or DM me on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you loved this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up and tell me what lesson you're gonna take away from this video in the comments below. I would love to know. Thank you so much for watching again. Have fun learning about the law of attraction and trying out some new things. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.